one of the key differences between Muslim and Christian theology is that Islam doesn't accept the idea of original sin. Infants are not born in some sinful state. They are born pure. They are made sinful by their circumstances as they grow up. So to carry out the shahada, to bear witness, is to testify to something that we knew as disembodied souls before we were breathed, as the Quran puts it, into the embryo in our mother's womb. Now this formula, which is probably the most frequently repeated set of words on the planet, is Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, which means there is no deity, no object of worship other than the God, Allah. Muhammadur Rasulullah, Muhammad is the messenger of God. Now these words punctuate every dimension of the Muslim life. They're the first words that a baby hears once it's brought into the world. The father whispers the formula into its ear. They're the words that dying Muslims strain to pronounce as they are leaving the world. Simply repeating them to a witness is all that is required to convert to Islam. They're repeated dozens of times a day. They come up in the 5 daily prayers, for instance, and in other situations. You'll see them scribbled by enthusiastic, devout hands on the walls of city buses. You'll see them on coinage and banknotes. You'll see them on the Saudi Arabian flag. If you've seen it, you know it's basically a green flag with a sword and there's some Arabic script. This is what it says. You can see them in elaborate calligraphy on bumper stickers. Every Friday sermon begins with these words. Now you can see these, for those who like comparisons, as the Muslim equivalent of the Christian defining symbol of the Christian faith, which is of course the cross. The cross, one of the great symbols of world religions, denotes the intersection of heaven and earth, the vertical and the horizontal. And that's what the Shahada is doing as well. The first phrase of the Shahada affirms a metaphysical, almost hermetic truth. Only God is God. It doesn't attempt a definition of God. Language can't do that. It says there is nothing worthy of worship, nothing worthy of having divinity or ultimate reality attributed to it except the God, except Allah. That's the vertical, metaphysical dimension. And the second is, as it were, the horizontal, which connects the metaphysical to the physical, to the human plane. Muhammadur Rasulullah, Muhammad is the messenger of God. He is the one that connects heaven with earth. So this phrase, rather than any visible symbol, is, if you like, the representation of the religion of Islam. Sometimes people think that the crescent and star are the symbol of the Islamic religion, and they have become so in many Muslim societies. You'll see them on top of minarets, domes, tombs, etc. But in fact, the crescent is not the defining symbol of Islam in the way that the cross is for Christianity. The crescent, in fact, was not used as a symbol for the religion until the 15th century. This is as far as we can discern. Although we find crescents in fairly old Islamic fabrics and textiles, it denoted the religion of Islam on a sort of reliable and definitive basis only following the Ottoman conquest of Constantinople in 1453. Because the symbol of the city of Constantinople is the crescent. And the reason for that is that it has Marian associations. The Cathedral Church of Constantinople, Hagia Sophia, Holy Wisdom, is dedicated to the Blessed Virgin. And in Christian iconography, the crescent is often associated with the Virgin because she is Queen of Heaven. So blue is her colour, there are stars, and she stands sometimes on a crescent moon. So the Ottoman Turks adopted the symbol of the city of Constantinople, which was now their capital, as the emblem of their state and hence by extension of the religion of Islam.